Chapter 10 Drake's Vision. After a long day and a night for resting in the new palace, everyone was still amazed and thankful for Darren's actions. For Mordor's petrified body, a lovely spot was decided. To be precise, somewhere in his own lava-filled ravine. A celebration was held in Dragonia, but Drake wanted to go to the Temple of Gardania with Arion. The gods granted Arion permission to enter the land, and the same permission was given to many other warriors that aided the fight. Of course, Drake didn't go alone. He never went anywhere alone. Haro and Julia, with Hank and Zafara, came with him. Once they made it to the temple, they entered. While the gods were at the celebration, knowing the three would visit to check on something, they looked at the drawings on the walls. And their speculations were right. Something had changed, or rather was added. "This part is new," Julia said. New drawings showed the three children, but there was a fourth. They were fighting alongside another girl. "How?" Drake asked. "I would love to know the answer to that as well," Haven said, who walked in unexpectedly. "But I have a possibility. When Mordor was defeated, these wolves received a new prediction. The world received a future. But what I cannot figure out is why I didn't predict this before. There is something basically unpredictable. If Charon couldn't see it, then I am afraid no one will. But perhaps that is for the best. We feared the end of the Age of God since the beginning of times, but I am starting to think that it won't be as bad when we're gone. Perhaps the world will be fine." "So Charon could simply not see past it?" Drake asked. "Yes, something made him unable to. I feel like maybe..." "What is it?" "Perhaps it's because of that one family." "You know what? I'm probably wrong. We'll keep that for another day." "So basically the Age of Gods never ended?" Haro asked. "Who said that? Ages end, but it never means the death of its people." Haven vanished. They started staring again at the new drawings. "So who is that?" Haro asked, pointing at the girl. Drake recognized her. It was the girl he saw when he blacked out during the fight. He realized it must have been a vision. If the other things he saw were memories, it only made sense. "We'll see," Drake said, deciding to keep what he knew for another time. They exited the temple and went to sit on the stairs. Their adventures started replaying through their heads again. For example, how they met the gods. Who could ever think the gods were so real? And who would ever get the opportunity to fight alongside them? The rewards they got for their efforts were inhuman powers people only dreamt of. It was then that they realized something, and thought of the gods as just like them. They were never really different than the humans, and everyone expected them to be ridiculously powerful, but this was all just tales. The gods were just like them, and since the war, they could die just like them. And one did. The three friends wondered what time would bring. Would there be another adventure just like it, or perhaps even bigger? Secretly, they were quite sure their adventures weren't over yet. The summer vacation would eventually come to a close, and school would eventually start again. They were having trouble realizing it and accepting it. They faced towards the clear skies. A free world. Stories about Drake, Haro, and Julia and the defenders of Rosium were written in the history books. Their adventures became known to many. Dragonia was celebrating, but at the same time commemorating Helen, not as a god, but as a hero. The world was freed from evil. Soon, it would be time to free the next one. "What an adventure," Haro said. "Yeah. Guys," Julia spoke. "Everything's changed, hasn't it?" "Yeah," Drake answered. "It has." What they didn't recall was that the prediction with the girl wasn't the only one that appeared. On the last drawing, all that appeared was a snowflake. Its meaning was only known by two.